Hello everyone and welcome to today's session, ServiceNow live session basically. So I am Prashant Kumar, your host, and I work as a ServiceNow architect, and I am excited to have you all here. So in this session, we will explore about some flow issues fix, like in terms of flow context and in terms of flow as well. So I will show you there are some issues and how we can do the fix for that in our PDI or wherever in our developer instance or subprod instance. If we are facing any issues, we can fix those if you are having these type of issues. So whether you are just getting started or you have been working with ServiceNow for years, you will definitely find some actionable insights to my session. All right. So feel free to drop your questions in the chat anytime. I will address as many as I can during the Q&A at the end. And as well as you can ask your question answers middle of session as well. So if I get the notification, I will definitely reply at same point of time. So let's deep dive in and make the most of your time as we are together as a live session. So I hope everybody is joining to this session and let's proceed. So let me share my screen and then we will talk about what is the issue all about. So hope everybody is able to see my screen. And now what we will talk about, we are going to talk about flow issues, flow context issues. So I will show you what is the flow context issues and how we can fix that. And we will see one of the flow issues and we will try to fix issues for that flow as well. All right. So now let's search for our catalog item. Maintain items. So I have redirected to catalog item list and I have created some of the catalog items. So if I click on my catalog item, so this is the catalog item which is already created. So far as to save time of creation of catalog item, I have created this item previously just for the demo purpose. So here we have variable set and we have three variables here like requested for groups and the users manager. Now what I am doing is like as soon as I click on try it, so we have four fields requested for groups, user manager and justification. So I will select some group and here I will select system administrator. Okay, and what we are doing is like we are trying to see whether we are able to see the flow context for this flow or not. Okay, so let's click on order now and we will go to our catalog item. So let's see whether our flow was attached with this flow context or not. So now we will see whether our flow execution is displaying here or not. So now you can see flow reports is not available. Check flow execution settings. Open context record. So we don't have any context record generated within this flow. So this is the issue which we are facing as of now in our personal developer instance. So this issue can be also have in a developer instance or subprod instance for the client as well. So let's see how we can fix those issues with related to flow context. So let's proceed to our flow. We will type the flow here and under flow designer we have this settings button. We will click on this settings and we see the few flow context requirement settings is added. So we will try to add our flow here. So we will click on flow and we will add our flow, my item flow. So I have added my flow here and report all iterations. full action configuration, and the login as info, right? So this will help to generate my flow context, which was not generating earlier. So we will create this record and we will try to raise our catalog item once again, and then we will see like what is happening and we are able to generate the flow context record or not. So now let's go to our maintain items again. My item flow. Now I will click on try it. Testing the item and click on order now. So now we will open the catalog item and we will check whether the flow context is now generating or not. Now we will see whether the flow, see now the flow context is loaded for our catalog item, right? And it is added correctly. Every information is populated, whatever flow we were having. So now let's try to approve, and then we can refresh our flow as well. So it is completed basically. So I am doing on approval, on reject, that's it. Now, so far any question here on fixing the flow context issues for PDI? So there are many people who have requested such issues to showcase over the live session rather than creating the video for that. So I have tried to create the live session with related to this flow context issues, and now we will talk about the issues with related to flow, like there is some issue comes when you miss certain steps. Okay, so I will utilize the same example basically, and we let's traverse the flow whether it is correct or not. So let's open our catalog item first. So next issue is like we are trying to fix our flow. So now let's find out what is the issue in our flow. So this is our flow. We are getting the catalog variables from catalog item. Everything is correct. Now we have asked for approval. Here we have this approval, approves, anyone approves, and then we are having two conditions, like if approval is approved, then close the RIT, close the RITM. If it is rejected, set as closed incomplete. Okay. Now we will see how it is executing. One case we will take as positive, one case negative. So this one I will try to approve and see whether it is doing the relevant things, like we are trying to close the RITM directly. Let's reload the form and see our state is close complete for this RITM. No issues. Now let's try to raise it for other case, that is for rejection. I will click on order now, and then we will go to our catalog item. And on rejection, what we are doing? We are doing closed incomplete. Reject. We see our RITM is not updated. Why? Because there is one thing we have missed inside our flow. So let's find out what we have missed inside the flow. This is fine. Like we have rejected and then we are setting the value. We have problem with this step number 2. So I'm not sure if you are aware or not. Here we have approve when this person is approving, but we didn't define any rules. What happens when the approval is rejected? So we have to add that as well. So we have two ways. One way is like click on add another or rule set and then select here reject, and then anyone rejects, and then user manager. Okay, and now let's try to activate and test whether we are able to set the correct state when approval is rejected. So let's go to our catalog item, order now. Now we will try to reject and see whether we are able to set. And now we are able to set closed incomplete. So there was this issue, like we have to define what approval have does, what approval activity we have to perform, and under reject what we have to perform. So there is other way also to do for doing this. We can remove the rule set. Instead of adding this two times as like under or rule set, we can use approve or reject directly. Anyone approves or rejects this, and I will click on done, and I will click on activate, and we will test both the test both the updation like approval and rejection. So now we will select Lula Pinner Liner. Approval is approved, because we need to test, because we have changed the complete value there. So we have to see whether it works on approval and as well as on rejection. So on approved it is close complete. Now let's test whether it completes for closed incompletes for approval rejected. Now we will reject this. Now you see we have set it as closed incomplete. It is rejected. So this way we will be able to fix our issues with related to ask for approval action. So we have to define approval and rejection, both the things, like what happens when approval is happening, what happens when rejection is happening. We have to define that under our flow. Otherwise you will be having some issues with related to your flow. Okay, so this way you can fix the issues with related to approval and rejection, and as well as flow context, which we have seen earlier, right? So yeah, this is all my updates. So let's jump into Q&A part if we are having any Q&A. All right, we don't have any Q&A, so people can connect with me over the YouTube or over the LinkedIn as well. So we have definitely the URL and the links for connecting towards my YouTube channel or the LinkedIn. So I think you can check over my basically the chat I'm sharing right now. So I will share my YouTube and the LinkedIn ID where you can just go and check, and as well as you can connect with me over over these LinkedIn over these links, right? And yeah, so thank you very much whoever has joined for this session. My aim was basically to help the people who are facing issues with related to things, and these things were asked by some of the user or the follower, like please try to generate some live session so that we get help on flow context and the flow issues. All right, so that brings us to the end of live session. I hope you find these insights on ServiceNow helpful, and you can start applying them in your own work if you are also facing same type of issues. Okay, and if you want to basically connect with me over the chat, over the YouTube, or you have to access my other YouTube resources for different content, so definitely you can try to reach out to my YouTube channel and as well as my LinkedIn post. So yeah, your feedback basically means a lot. Please share your thoughts in the comments or the chat. Thank you for spending your time with me today, and I look forward to seeing you in the next ServiceNow live session. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep building on Now platform. All right, so now one more update is there. So I will be coming live today at 5 p.m. where I will be talking about ServiceNow University, how you can redirect it, how you can use it, how you can view your badges, accreditations, and how you can view and download those accreditations. All right, so please stay tuned and join us at 5 p.m. today, and it would be more fruitful session, just like we are having the live sessions, which is very much useful to many of the developers who are working, and definitely I'm there to help to everybody. Thank you everyone, and do join us with next live session as well. All right, bye bye everybody, have a nice weekend.